Please tell us a story.
A story about what?
About Zimbabwe!
Zimbabwe?
Yes!
Okay.
Now once upon a time, before Africa was invaded, lived the great civilizations that built our great nations. Before the slave ships came to take us, put us all in the snake pits of Europe and rob our people of greatness. Now I'll start with the ones for my part, the Munamatapa, who built a civilization where all our people could prosper. Till the uninvited guests came on a mission to stop us, holding rifles and Bibles, claiming they're bringing the gospel. First from across the seas was the Portuguese. They said that they were explorers, but they were foreign thieves. They caused a lot of death through war, and they brought disease. In 1690, the Portuguese were forced to leave by the warrior who then ruled for 2 centuries, and life slowly returned to the way that it was meant to be. But Mzilikazi and his tribe fled from Shaka during the Mufekani, and that's when Zimbabwe was carved out. When Mzilikazi died, his son Lobengula was the sole heir to the throne, so he became the ruler. The Ndebele were a strong tribe related to Zulus, but they'll soon lose all the pride that they was used to. The British settlers just kept arriving with guns and money, and Lobengula was misguided. The Rudd concession was flawed, but Lobengula signed it and gave Cecil John Rose the right to all the mining. In 1896, Mukwati, the great priest of Malimo, rallied up the people against this common evil. The Shana and Ndebele united against this common cause and caused the war to try to defeat the scores of these foreign hordes. That was the start of Chimurenga Part 1. Africans with spears against these Europeans with guns. Frederick R. Burnham shot Mukwati for planning the coup, but that inspired Chimurenga Part 2. That's coming soon.